How's it going, guys? There's only one word I have for Toulouse, and that is incroyable. I hope I didn't butcher that too much, but that's the only word that I could think of when I saw Toulouse play today. They were incredible. They were fantastic. And everybody pulled their weight. Everybody put in a serious performance, and it was fantastic to see. So I really want to break down this game between Toulouse and Bordeaux because Toulouse made them look like children. So please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it. So first of all, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen it already, Toulouse just gave Bordeaux an absolute hiding and ended up beating them 56-13 on the day. And my word, what a performance. What a performance. It started with Jack Willis. Now, I had to kind of try and watch this back because I missed the original parts of the game and I was like, how much could I honestly miss? Obviously quite a lot. Jack Willis came over the line the third, fourth minute, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. I mean, yes, Bordeaux, they did end up getting some points on the board, but otherwise it was completely dominated by Bordeaux in general. I mean, we take a look here at the points chart. 99%, well 96% of the game was completely in control. The last 10 minutes of the game, 100% conversion from the 100% possession from the last 10 minutes. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we look here. There's one name you are going to see quite a lot, and it pops up everywhere, is Ramos. Ramos. Is there anything this guy cannot do? Honestly, the more I watch of him, the more he shows the world what he's capable of. I have him down as the best 15 in world rugby. There is no doubt about it. I don't care who it is, whether it's Damian Willemse, whoever it might be. I have him complete domination, complete control. There isn't a better kicker in world rugby right now. This guy is so consistent, it is scary. It truly is, to the point where you know when he steps up, it's in. Doesn't matter what position, where it is, how far out it is, it's in. That's the confidence that I have in Ramos. But honestly, I mean, we take a look here. Willis. We have, I'm going to pronounce this guy's name wrong. Gorges. Phenomenal. Every time he touched that ball, something was happening. Whether he was doing a layoff, whether he was, whether he was crossing the advantage line, whatever he did, he was just constantly, like, he was there. He was fighting for everything. Bordeaux had a real nightmare when it came down to him. He was just making so much ground. It was scary. But even then, Thibaut Flament, this guy is... How fast is he? He is a lock. And he's got long legs, but how fast is he? I don't know if it's just me, but it genuinely felt like all of Toulouse forwards had the speed of Bielbiere. It's just like they were just fast. Like, how are you that fast? Like, come on, seriously. They were just breaking that defensive line. They were just clean through. And it just felt like every single forward was just rapid. I mean, even Colombe, he's built with something different. Like, that guy's built with adamantium. He's just built differently. And you see how he just barges through people like they are made of cake, and he probably would have eaten some as well. That guy, he's just built differently. Like, what Toulouse have such a bloody talent on their hands. This guy, he's been killing it from before, and now he's coming into Toulouse where he gets to play with the best of the best, and he starts putting in this kind of performances. But to be fair, every single player from Toulouse was just on form. They were just on point. I mean, even Elias. I mean, you could tell how happy he was when he ended up getting that try. Like, my word, like he came through on that right. Obviously, Capuozzo was there in preparation to help him, but he didn't need it. But talking about Capuozzo, how amazing is it to have him back? How amazing is it to have Capuozzo back? He was so dangerous last year throughout, and that injury just absolutely killed his season. But he comes back like it was nothing. He comes back like he wasn't even injured. He still continues on with this form. Capuozzo was dangerous. He was deadly, and that's what Capuozzo brings. And honestly, we are still seeing some players come back for Toulouse. That's how scary it is. That's how scary we start to see more players and more players. We have Capuozzo coming back. He's now breaking through again. And this Toulouse, yes, they have been a little bit shaky. But we're starting to see, especially with this game. This game was the big, big game. This was the game that was like Champions Cup winners, top 14 winners. How is this going to pan out? Who knows? You know, Bordeaux have been just as shaky as Toulouse have. But my word, what a performance from Toulouse. And, you know, honestly, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. Because, you know, second half comes in. They start off strong. And I was thinking, could Bordeaux actually do this? Could they do this? No. Although Deportere ended up getting himself a try. And it was brilliant work. I mean, that guy, he is a monster. Now, Grau had other ideas. A couple of minutes later, it's just, yeah. Sit down. Keep quiet. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? It's just like, what? Lebel was crazy. Gelon. I mean, it's just, I mean, Deportere ended up getting himself a try in the 81st minute, but what is that? That's consolation. What is that? Like, seriously. It is what it... They got a hiding. And they deserved it by the way that they were performing. Every single time we saw Toulouse on the ball, boom, boom, boom. The ball was offload, offload, offload. They gained momentum. Straight out, skip, pass around the back. Constantly. Bordeaux could not keep up with them. They were unable to match that presence, match that speed that Toulouse put on them. And you could tell just how badly Bordeaux were missing their key players. They were missing. And it's a shame. It really, really is a shame. Because, I mean, Pinot at 13, Uberti at 14, Mosquet at 11, Echegaray at 15, Laharage at 10, I mean, even then, they had Carberry on the bench, they had Deportere on the bench, Lamotte on the bench. They were manhandled. Shows how important players like Maxime Lecou are. Shows how important players like Biel are. They were missing big players here. And you could tell. It showed. It really, really showed that they were missing big players. I mean, obviously Maxime Lecou, we all know he's out, but you can tell the difference between a Bordeaux that has Maxime Lecou and one that doesn't. You can tell the difference. And it is kind of showing. We will start to see a lot more consistency from Bordeaux when Lecou comes back. But just not having that presence of Biel, beep, not having him there, it's a killer. Absolute killer. And it's a shame. It's a real, real shame. I mean, let's look into some stats here because it says it all. 8 tries, 8 conversions, 129 carries, 14 line breaks. 14 line breaks. That shows how deadly Toulouse were on the ball. They would find those little those inches, those little tiny little blades of grass that had that little bit of space on them, and they made full well use of it. We saw how they would make those darting runs, those sniping runs, and they would just find that little bit of space. And even then, when Bordeaux, they managed to hold on to them, boop, lay off, boom. They got the support and they keep going. They're playing that phase play and they just keep pushing and pushing. Bordeaux are backing up, and it's like, what can we do? Because they ended up playing out wide, and what can you do? Ntamak distributed, so number 10, Ntamak, not Theo, but even Theo, he played amazingly. But Romain Ntamak, he was just on it. That ball came to him, it was out. He was distributing like it was a piece of cake. He made it look far too easy. And even then, when they were on the wing, I forgot whose try it was for. You had Tomo Ramos make that darting run, ends up pushing it off to Romain Ntamak on the line, just as he gets tackled, lay off. He just gets that ball out, and they find a player. That's what Toulouse had today. No matter where that ball was, they had at least 2 to 3 players in support at all times, and they were brilliant. They were absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. 57% territory, 54% possession, line-out dominance, scrum dominance, set-piece dominance. Tells a story on its own. Take a look at this. 6 scrums, 80%, 12 lineouts, 58%. I always have the same thing. When you are top tier side, when you are elite, you should not be dropping anything below 85%. Anything below 85%, you are having a bad day at the office. Especially when you're talking top tier sides like this, you are having a very bad day at the office. Look at this. 179 passes, 129 ball carries, 239 post contact meters, 14 line breaks. The ball carrying was on another level. It really, really was on another level. Today, Toulouse were just, look at this. Calvin Gourguet, 12 carries. Jolon, 11 carries. Line breaks. Ange Capuozzo, Matisse Lebel, Romain Ntamak, 2 apiece. Tackles completed. Leo Banos, Pierre-Louis Barassi. Turnovers lost. Yeah, we do have Tomo Ramos and Ange Capuozzo, but hey, it is what it is. Dominant tackles. Leo Banos, Tomo Ramos, and Barassi. Like, come on, guys. Toulouse showed up and they put Bordeaux in their place and said, understand who you are, understand where you will sit, because this is our league, this is our championship. What a performance. What a performance. Absolutely ridiculous. The beautiful play of Toulouse, just I was what? Every time they would get the ball, there was excitement, there was movement, there was play. It was just beautiful rugby to watch. And I kind of felt for Bordeaux, because I'm like, I know you're trying. Like, you are trying your very best. It's not happening. Toulouse is just, they're like, sit down. What a game. What a game. Incroyable. I'm not French. I don't claim to be. And I hope I'm not butchering it. So I'm sorry, French people, if I'm butchering your language. But that's the only word I can think of. Like, I want to show homage to just how bloody good Toulouse were today. Wow. Just wow. So guys, please like, subscribe. It really, really does help the channel grow. And I wish to hear from you guys in the comments.